Stadium 17.
Yup, we are here. Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Oh, look at it. We're here.
The clack clack of the trains right by the right field entrance at gate 6. It is Brewers-Yankees, a September series key for the Milwaukee Brewers. But for us, it's seeing the greatness of the house. Not that Ruth built, but you probably say the house that Derek Jeter built?
Yeah, Jeter built this place.
And we get to see him today.
Yes, we do. It's Old Timers Day.
We've got a new friend joining us, Magellan from Magellan and Greyhound.
I'm not here for the Brewers.
Nor are about 90% of us, but this is your old stomping ground. In many
Over
ways.
there is, I used to be a bleacher creature, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, old stomping ground there. This one, you know, it's all right.
And we got a little catch to play over there before we head on in.
Yes, we do.
Let's do it. Obviously, we are highly Milwaukee-fied in our thinking, but of course, Robin the out jersey. But this is the mound where Lou Burdett, right by your mommy's hometown of Nitro, West Virginia,
Yup.
with the Milwaukee Braves, 1957, shut out the Yanks in Game 7 of the 57 World Series to win the only World Series a team from Milwaukee has ever won.
Yup.
We gonna play catch on that mound?
Sure.
First time the Brewers ever played in the postseason was at this stadium, Yankee Stadium, the '81 playoffs. Yep. The Yanks broke my heart when they knocked out the Brewers in the '81 playoffs, but it spurred Milwaukee on to go to the World Series next year. Something that Magellan, your Yankees, have done how many times?
A lot.
A lot. Like, so much that I don't even know. I'm a bad fan. What, 26?
26 or 27 champions?
27, no, I think it's 27.
27.
Yeah, it's 27. I'm not a stats guy.
That's
I'm just
right.
we have more than everybody else. It's not even close, even though we haven't won in a long time. Long time.
Yeah.
It's okay, though.
We Packers fans can relate to that since the Packers have won more titles than any team in the National Football League. And speaking of, they won one of them on this very field, 1962.
Yeah.
Green Bay against the New York Giants. Jerry Kramer, the Packers guard and part-time kicker, as he put it, right by about that spot where all those geese are, he boinked, as he put it, the championship clinching field goal in a 16-7 Packers win on a windswept Yankee Stadium.
It wasn't my first game. I think it was 1987, 1988. My dad brought me here for a game. It was maybe my second or third game at that time. It wasn't my first, but at the time, Jose Canseco on the Athletics, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire,
yep.
that whole duo, they came here, played the Yankees, and Jose Canseco, there were rumors at the time in the tabloid mill, because, you know, it's not like the internet then, it was like there was actually tabloids, that he was seeing Madonna. And so I'm here with my dad. We're in between like home and first, and in right field, someone had a blow-up doll of Madonna, like a virgin, in the black dress, a blow-up doll with a stick. They brought it out on the field, and the whole stadium chanted like a virgin to Canseco while he was out there.
Oh, my God.
When people say Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, it wasn't intimidating, that's just the mild stuff that we did to people. But it was fun. To this day, I still remember that. I was probably like 8, 9 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was great.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
We are going to probably hear it a lot today.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready. We live in Philly now, so we're used to it a little bit.
New York, like, what are you doing here? This isn't home play. This is first base.
It's not an actual home play.
Also, you didn't get the bag big enough. I don't know if you heard, but the MLB has new regulations on bags, so you might want to fix that too.
But here's the thing, in this spot, Babe Ruth hitting on this side. Guys like DiMaggio, Mantle, hitting on that side. You're standing on maybe not the exact dirt, but the dirt of ridiculous greatness. This right here appears to be part of the facade of the original Yankee Stadium.
Yes, it does.
That thing was around for what, 80 years?
Yep.
Trying to think, did anyone ever hit a home run over this? I want to say
Probably.
Mantle struck it. Barry Bonds may have struck it.
Yeah.
But it's like when you see this architecture, you know where you are. It's like looking at the Roman Colosseum colonnades or the Soldier Field colonnades by the spaceship.
Yep.
I mean, 80 years of baseball. What this facade had a chance to look at all the way out there. And you stood underneath this facade with some of the great 1990s teams in your purview.
Yep.
From the bleachers.
From the bleachers, yep.
Man, favorite memories of those teams?
What I really loved about it, and I think it was different, and it's still different now than any other experience in the stadium, is there's a lot of regulars. They all have personalities. There's a lot of camaraderie. People enjoy seeing each other. Hey, you made it to the game. You know, lots of sing-alongs, lots of chants, roll call, all that stuff. The bleachers was not the best place to be an opposing fan. You should never have done that back in the day. That's why they banned alcohol and all that after that. But they were fun songs. They were raunchy, sailor, get in your head songs. You know, no, it was a lot of fun. It was the most energetic and raucous and exhilarating place that you could be as a fan.
The lines here outside Yankee Stadium are nuts. There aren't as many entrances to get in.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few. Oh, we've seen two, but that's just on the side of the stadium. But it's Old Timers Day, and it is packed. This
will probably be a sellout. Derek Jeter back at Yankee Stadium. This is going to mean a lot. They were scheduled to open the park at 11:30, but they're actually opening it about a half hour early because lines are so long here. As you just said, kid. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we're here, right? Like, this is it. Yankee Stadium, the Bronx. This is it, right here.
I'm still just in shock. It's like, we're here. We're here at Yankee Stadium. This is crazy. Line for Monument Park, because this may be the biggest crowd they're going to get all year.
Maybe Old Timers Day. The Yankees are sub 500 team for, I mean, they haven't been in a long, long time. Tonight's game, the night before, which is a Friday night, I mean, the stadium's half empty. So tonight or today, it'll probably and hopefully be a little bit more packed.
This is the 25th anniversary of the 1998 New York Yankees, whom many believe is the greatest team in the history of baseball. They are getting their just due today on the 25th anniversary, being introduced at Old Timers Day. That's why Derek Jeter's here. This is a big day, and that's why this is probably going to be a sellout.
I think they wear their shirt because they beat us yesterday.
The beloved, his boy Paul O'Neill. They'll be out there today. I love how they honor people who may not have worn the pinstripes, but embody the spirit of this place. They embraced it and made it even greater, especially a guy like a Jackie Robinson. First monuments back at the old Yankee Stadium before they even renovated it in the 70s.
These were in the field of play.
Gosh, yes. The baseball on a long fly to left center could get caught up in these. They were in play. Bonkers. As Yogi said, if you ever come into a fork in the middle of the road, take it. The man who Packers fans stole the chant from of Reggie, Reggie, Reggie. I actually had a chance to meet Reggie Jackson once back in my old job. He asked me where the bathroom was.
I could have worn my mask.
I'm not kidding. Former Milwaukee Brave and legendary Yankees manager Joe Torre, who my mom knew back when she was in college. Going through Monument Park and telling the Reggie Jackson story, and who bumps into us?
Brewers play-by-play announcer Jeff Levering. His Twitter will be right here. Follow him there. And yeah, so we've met him a couple times. I have pictures with him and Len Grindle at Brewers on Deck. He's an awesome guy, and I was like, well, when your dad's as famous as he is,
the Z-list celebrity that I am,
you're not on the letter list. But yeah, so awesome to see him.
We'll put him on the L list. He's rising.
No. He's
about a C or D.
In Milwaukee, he's A tier. S tier.
Absolutely,
yeah.
in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And yes, there are two different sets of concourses in the stadium. You've got the ones closest to the seats, and then you've got the Great Hall, which is another museum of baseball by itself.
It's true. Going this way, you'll see the older players in black and white, and if you turn to your back, you'll see the players in color that are recent Yankees. They're kind of faded now, but they're supposed to be in color.
Even that extra touch, the black and white versus the color.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Stars, as you say, of the show. The biggest bobbleheads I've ever witnessed.
He's actually saying yeah. Nick, stop joking on the page.
How absolutely appropriately Ruthian. And the Mick. Triple Crown, 1956. I still can't believe it, kid.
Now we're here.
We are at Yankee freaking Stadium. Wow. 1998 Yankees. They won more games, including regular and postseason, than any team in the history of the major leagues. And you got to see a World Series game in '98.
Yeah, that's my only 1998 World Series game ever seen. But the line was at least 10 blocks down River Avenue. And luckily we got a wristband after 4 hours. And then another 3 hours waiting to actually buy a bleacher ticket that cost $55 at the time, in 1998. And that was like $1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I believe it.
So yeah, we got in. And then that game was game 2, I believe, with El Duque. And Posada hit a home run, Bernie hit a home run. I didn't even see the rest of the game. We were in the bleachers. It was crazy. We had to cut school the next day to watch the replay of the game.
That is going to be
crazy.
Embedded in your brain forever.
Yeah, man.
You may be struggling as a manager this year, but Aaron Boone is forever beloved. Game 7, 2003, the walk-off. Aaron Bleepin' Boone, and the other guy who hit a bleeping home run to put the Yankees into the postseason over the Red Sox. 1978.
And he hits a home run like that, right? I was there for that 1998 David Wells perfect game. That's the first time I actually got the Yankee jacket ever. So I remember that same jacket they're wearing in that video. Pretty cool.
I'm so struck at how these fans love Paul O'Neill. He was never a super stat guy, but he...
George Steinbrenner's favorite player.
Yep. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. First ever unanimous vote in the Hall of Fame. The love for this guy across all baseball, not just New York. Last personified, Derek Jeter. The cool part about this is like this is a baseball history lesson that we're watching right now. Maybe the best baseball team in history.
Yeah, and I mean it's crazy also to see the Brewers players just standing in the dugout watching the ceremony instead of doing their normal prep for the game.
They want to understand what this history is because they recognize that's the standard. That's the championship standard they're going after.
Talk about the 98 team, what minus, I put that team up against any team that's ever played this game.
We've had some special moments of serendipity and surprises at some of our games that we've been to. A no-hitter in Cleveland when we saw the Brewers win there. This one is like, without even having first pitch yet, this one's up there.
I said to my friends at school, I said, if I can get close to Jeter, that's great. I just want to see Derek Jeter with my own two eyes.
You're looking at train tracks that predate the original Yankee Stadium in 1923. And those apartments right there as well. Before the Yankees built the house that Ruth built, which is where we played catch earlier today, way out there. Much like the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame at Lambeau Field, there is the Yankees Museum. Which Babe Ruth jersey is this?
60th home run jersey. Oh no, that's the ticket stub. I don't know.
1932.
It sounds right because that's when they first put numbers on the back of it, right? Around that time.
Yeah. And that's his hat too. Babe Ruth's hat. That's the bat.
More than 100 years ago. Wow. After Babe Ruth called his shot in the 1932 World Series, the odds are relatively good that this was the bat that Lou Gehrig would come up to the plate with immediately afterwards. This sign is the original Yankee Stadium locker. You're okay. Yankee Stadium locker. Every player touched it, just like you said, like the Notre Dame play like a champion sign.
Right, it's the
Just
same.
like
It's
that.
the same idea. Every player has touched that. The final out of the perfect game.
Yogi Berra catching the final out of the only perfect game ever thrown in World Series history.
Check out the trajectory of the ball.
Yep. Let's see how Don Larsen's final pitch traveled as it went into Yogi Berra's glove. And Yogi Berra took Don Larsen into his arms seconds later.
The Babe. Natalie, Michael K.
Don Larsen, right at the release point of his final pitch of the perfect game in 1956. Someday, the Brewers are going to win one of these. Someday. The original model of the original makeup of the new Yankee Stadium. This slot, great fundamentals of the catcher of the Yankees in the 1970s. That's what it was for him before he restored. We are in a rain delay, kid.
Yeah, it is coming down here in the Bronx. Not pretty at all.
But they got their rain jacket. They're good. Don't worry about it. And we're in orange.
When you live in Wisconsin, you're prepared for weather.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
from Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, so we are here on Sorgy Stories weather at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. It's thundering, it's storming, it's coming down. It's sunny in the background with the blue sky speaking through, but we have lightning right outside, as you can hear. It is a terrible storm. For Sorgy Stories weather, I'm Anthony Sorgy.
The first row that we were sitting in is now a flood zone.
I've never seen it like that.
My gosh. Rain is not bad enough to necessarily avoid playing in.
Yeah, but
you can't play on a lake.
I mean, just look at this. You can literally see there the grass in the dirt, which is now mud at this point because of how bad it is here at Yankee Stadium. Unless they get this fixed quick, I don't think there's baseball. It's still raining sideways, but it's a very light rain, almost kind of a drizzle. But yeah, I mean, the only chance they have of playing baseball is if they play this at a Little League park.
Yeah, there's no way. Move this series to Miller Park, folks. As big of an ovation as anyone has received today, the hard-working grounds crew of Yankee Stadium. While some of the grounds crew executives are looking at the field and some of the bad patches to see if they can figure out ways to repair this. But they're going to play. Looks like they're going to play. It appears the umpires are discussing the state of the game right now with Craig Counsell and Aaron Boone, deciding if there will be a game perhaps or what the conditions are. You're seeing them sort of putting their hands up in questions, sort of like, we don't know. We're seeing some flashes of lightning a little bit away, so I'm not sure what's happening. It looks like they're going to different parts of the field to survey it and see if they want to play or not.
Yeah.
What would be your predictions, guys?
I think they play tonight. It seems like the Yankees are, I mean, you don't see any Yankees in that dugout. About half of the Brewers at the least are out there now, maybe 2/3.
It's just alarming for me is because they haven't made no announcement on the game time.
Yeah.
So it's like, normally they do, and they tell you when it's going to happen.
And so now we have Craig Counsell, Aaron Boone, and Angel Hernandez, and one of the other umps heading towards the dugout. And I guess here we just watch and see what signal you get. As it seems like they almost have these little spots fixed here.
And here's another alarming part for me too. They really haven't fixed the dirt in the infield. They didn't do the, you know, the raking or anything on it. So it's like, you know, how long is this gonna take?
4:40 game time here at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx.
We got to hope for a fast game because with a 4:40 start, we got issues catching our train. So we need to get out of here like 7:30 or whatever it's going to be. We were joking about wetbacks. They have real wetbacks out there.
Breaking news, no Christian Yelich in the lineup. I mean, obviously they don't want to play in left field. I mean, Craig Counsell specifically was over there looking at that very carefully. No Yelich, it's going to be Tyrone Taylor. You can only assume that if this is a close game, Yelich will pinch hit.
I think he's going to come in if it's a close game, for sure.
And because they've just moved the home plate tarp off, they're really getting ready for baseball. Gonna wait an extra 2.5 hours.
Yeah, man.
It's worth it.
Still waiting.
It's worth it.
Roll call.
It is time, folks.
Tradition, baby.
First pitch, baby.
Let's go down!
And the tradition follows with roll call.
Let's go down!
As roll call goes, Sal Freelick gets first base. Could you repeat that weather report for us?
We got a large cell coming. It's about to pour. Or as my friend from Family Guy would say, it's raining sideways.
Our Al Roker here at Yankee Stadium. The Honorable Aaron Judge has now arrived at the plate. This man is one big, one tall human. What's his foot size?
I think it's a size 18 or 16.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you see the video, it's like that big.
Man. We're having some disagreement over the sort of low strike that struck out Jason Dominguez.
It wasn't a strike.
Yeah, I mean, the umpire's mother's a Met fan, that's why.
I mean, it was just a
chance.
good frame job by Contreras.
Mega credit to the organist here at Yankee Stadium. This is one of the best organs I've heard in baseball. And this is stadium number 17 for us.
That's Paul Cartier on his 20th season as organist for the Yankees. He's actually playing right there in the Delta Skybox. Right below the Yes Network sign there. That's where he is. And there he is on this other page.
You want to know how much the Yankees run New York?
How much?
Their phone number is 212-YANKEES.
Let's go Brewers!
That's more than Yankee fans are doing. I might as well start cheering with y'all.
Man. Get going! Get going!
Can of corn.
Maybe not a can of corn, but a long, loud out.
Well, we're going into the bottom of the third now. Still 0-0. And let's see if anybody has any action. The Brewers have more action than the Yankees going on right now.
The good thing so far for us is this game's going quick. So there's a reasonable chance we can catch the train after still watching all 9 innings.
Yeah.
On the first level, if you notice, there's air conditioning pockets. You'll feel air conditioning. So when the Yankees are batting, they must put that on full blast to push air through the stadium somehow. It's a theory, but I think, you know,
it's
interesting.
And it's interesting you mentioned this, how the way the flags fly above the roof of the stadium, above the facade, it's really strong, but notice the American flag, there's like nothing there.
I think it's just because those are higher, so you're going to get more wind up there. There you go.
And that ends the threat in the third.
Good play, Tyrone.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left, after 3. Brewers nothing, Yankees nothing. Brought to you by Musinger's Fine Sausage. Mark Canha just did something.
Yeah, great single there through the hole for Canha.
And
his 20th game?
Yeah, 20th game straight getting on base.
I mean, that's not with a hit, but it's getting on base. That's still something to be said for that. That is big.
He's on the way to break Joe DiMaggio's record.
Not sure about that, but still, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
First run of the game. Make that a second run of the game. And the Brewers are up 2-0. Woo!
Let's go!
And not many of us are happy except for the 2 of us here in the stadium.
Let's go Brewers! Let's go Brewers!
Gary Thorne's least favorite New York Yankee. A couple years ago, Gleyber Torres absolutely destroyed Baltimore Orioles pitching. Thorne was the voice of the Orioles and just lamented every time that Torres came to the plate.
And he hit a homer every time.
Like literally 12 home runs against the Orioles by 1 player in 1 season. Just don't pitch to him! The Brewers defense failing. Andrew Monasterio missed a ground ball, but I have a feeling they're going to score that a hit. It is an error. You still have a no-hitter. Now that was a hit. Anthony Volpe just cut into Milwaukee's lead.
Anthony Volpe there with the RBI single. Drives the guy home from second. First and second, Brewers up 2-1. The Brewers 2 runs on 3 hits and 2 errors. The Yankees 1 run with 1 hit, 1 error.
So what happened in Stadium 13 with us won't happen in Stadium 17. Another mistake by Willie Adames on the fielding path. Throwing the ball a little bit late. No, he got there on time. He got there on time. Has tied the game. And thankfully the Brewers get out of the inning as the Yankees strand 3.
Yeah.
4 innings complete, 2-2. As we go to the 5th, and there's no sausage race, there's no nothing. It's just baseball. It's the way it was decades ago. The sun has finally begun to shine here at Yankee Stadium. We are looking for rainbows as it is still raining over the field. Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Carlos!
Go Carlos!
This guy can hit a blast.
That's why they call him Slam Fan.
That's what I'm saying. I wish we got him better.
That was not a blast. They seem to be addicted to birthday songs. 3rd time they've had, as you mentioned, happy birthday in the last 3 half innings.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Look at those beautiful custom 5950 New Era Yankees caps. Now available at the New Era Yankee Stadium flagship store, located on the Milwaukee by home plate. Round and round they go. Which cap is hiding the ball?
That game has become so much harder now.
All right, it's going to be
3. This game is on pace to go quick.
2 hours, 15 minutes is our pace.
99 times out of 100, we don't like that. Today, with a train to catch, we do. There has been a proliferation of facial hair on the Yankees, particularly in the mustache department, going back to like the 1970s looks. Yankee Stadium tradition.
They've been doing this since 1996.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. YMCA.
You can do whatever you feel.
This song was made by 2 guys in 1890 that never been to a baseball game.
To the ball game, take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for it's root for the Brewers. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. We keep to 5 Of course they have to do that tomorrow in New York.
Are you ready?
Bum, 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 bum. Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Now it's time to roll out the barrel for the game's all here, the Brewers.
I'm kind of terrified. Our 8th inning guy's in the 7th, so we must have something crazy planned.
Well, they're trying to save this game. That's why they got.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is the top of the lineup, so I guess it would make sense to have
They're trying to get the pressure guys.
See, like now in this day in baseball, the closer is not really that position because the game could be saved in the 7th inning.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So the roles are kind of
It's sort of like the old Goose Gossage, Raleigh Fingers philosophy.
Yeah.
You bring in your best relief pitcher at the most critical time against the toughest hitters.
Yup.
That was like Lou Piniella. he had an idea where he wanted to play the closer first.
Yep.
So he's the best pitcher. And you play the starter in later innings to go on.
Remember that.
Let's go, Brewers!
One more strike and we get out of the 7th. Please. Tied 2-2 going to the 8th.
Anybody's ready to head to the field.
Here we go.
Stay fair. Stay fair. All right. Home run, Tyrone Taylor. Brewers lead.
I said he's terrible. There's the home.
Woo!
Let's go, Brewers!
Let's go, Brewers.
Let's go, Brewers!
The kid is a very unusual tradition.
Yeah, so this morning on the train I said that I named the entire Brewers starting lineup, and I said the whole team sucks, and we're winning, and then I said Tyrone Taylor, he sucks, homer, Frelick, he sucks, single, Contreras, he sucks, single, so it's working.
Using some Philadelphia psychology to actually make this thing work for the crew. Bases loaded, no outs after BX Bomber describing it as a Bermuda Triangle pop-up that landed right between 3 fielders.
This guy really sucks.
No outs. And Mark Canna at the plate.
Let's go, Mark!
This game could blow wide open quick.
Yes!
A second! Second
Let's go!
drop into the outfield. Oh, yeah. Victor Caratini now brought in this big
I think it's just matchup.
high-impact moment.
This dude, I mean, he's actually terrible. I'm not kidding. He's absolutely terrible.
A guy who can't hit to save his life against a guy who can't pitch to save his life. We could be here a long time in this at-bat.
Exactly. That's what
It's already a 2-0 count.
This time a sacrifice fly sends another runner home.
No!
5-2 Milwaukee. Finally, they got it out. That said, Milwaukee 5, New York 2. As we go to the bottom of the 8th. Totally New York. Totally baseball. Boys of summer, as it should be. These last days of summer, we treasure these kind of days. On a controversial swing or swing ruling.
You already know the umpire's mother's a Met fan, so
One inning away from victory. 5-2 Milwaukee going to the 9th. When I was a kid back in the 80s, it's like the Saturday baseball game of the week was always seen in the Yankee Stadium. And it was always with like the view of the famous facade of the original Yankee Stadium. You'd have Vince Scully in the call with Joe Garagiola. It would always be the Yankees and the top contender. I saw so many games as a kid watching that squad, even as they were playing my Brewers. Now, we're here. This has been such a fun day. Everything from the rain delay to seeing the old Yankee Stadium site.
Look at my jersey.
This is awesome. You can't trade memories like that for anything. Go on those adventures with those you love. Make memories like this. Bluebirds have started coming out here at Yankee Stadium.
Why? The heartache.
5-2, no outs, bases loaded. Just like yesterday, a late blowout could be imminent right here.
Let's go, Brewers!
Let's go, Brewers! There you go! 1, 2 more runs! Woo!
Let's go, William!
7-2 Milwaukee.
And the Boo-Birds are out in the Bronx.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the stadium.
We may want to wear our ponchos to protect us.
Just look at it. Look at it.
Goodness.
Get this shot of the stadium. Everyone leaving.
Goodness.
This is the mass exodus. The mass exodus is going on right now.
Man.
What's left of it anyway. It's like the Burning Man festival. You know what I mean?
The ex-Bomber is putting his John Hancock on some baseball cards for us. An awesome memento from such a special place.
2023 baseball card. There you go.
Appreciate it.
For both of you.
Thank you so much.
I use it as a business card, but you
excellent.
know, you can follow me, stuff like that. Trying to break the big screen record.
Awesome.
I got 22 times, and I'm up to 19 now this season. So
nice.
Hopefully we break it.
The party continues. A bases loaded walk. It is 8-2 Milwaukee. 8-2 Milwaukee.
Let's go Brewers!
And with
Make my
that,
dreams come true. You.
And just
our
like
Milwaukee Brewers.
that, the Yankees
9-2.
lose. Yankees lose. Duh! Yankees lose.
Oh man.
What are you gonna do?
Spreading the news.
Spread the news, man. We lost.
I'm leaving
today.
on a 9 o'clock train. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. Maybe it's not the original Yankee Stadium facade, but it represents 100 years of baseball history. Such a special place. Yeah, the Brewers won today, but win or lose, a game in the most historic, meaningful spot to this awesome sport has been everything. And to hang out with BX Bomber and his
We had a
buzz,
good time, man.
we had a ball. We had such a ball. Your thoughts, kid?
It was a fun game to watch. Had a great time here in the Bronx.
And I gotta tell you something, BX Bomber. Yankee fans have been good to us. So good to us. You do it right. You do it right.
Thank you, man. We had a blast, even though we got rocked.
Definitely, yeah.
You
It
know
was
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
time, you know, even though I showed up late.
Hey, we went all around the stadium.
Yep.
We saw everything you can possibly see in here. So hey, it worked out, man. It's
exactly.
perfect. I'm happy to see these guys, and we're gonna see them again next year.
10 hours of ridiculous fun here in the Bronx.
Wow.
We got more adventures coming. BX Bomber's got more adventures coming. BX Bomber 11. To check both of that stuff out for each of our channels, what should people do?
Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell, ding, ding, ding. And for us, linktree.com/stories for all our social media.
And for your socials, BX Bomber 11.
Hey, BX Bomber 2011, YouTube and Instagram. I'm there. Check us out.
For these awesome Yankees fans, we're these awesome Brewers fans.
So long.
Hey.
Yankee Stadium in the Bronx.
And from the Bronx, we say, see ya!
Quick game because we've got to catch a train at 9 o'clock back to Milwaukee. Let this be a fast 1-0 pitcher score.
What's up, everybody? Philly sports guy here. You see these guys? They're gonna lose to the Phillies. Yeah! Let's go, Phillies!
Do you want to go after the game? Lombardi Pizza, or where do you want to go for the big New York slices? Oh, we need more cheese curds. You need cheese curds here in New York.